and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education on the Road. My name is Laura Lexx. I'm a comedian, writer, author. Those are the same.
Not
mother.
always.
That's true. Yeah, I'm both of those. Shut up. Who's questioning me? Yeah. It's you sneaks. And I'm being taught science. This isn't the normal intro.
Yeah,
by my in the kitchen brother Ron.
Hello. Je suis Ron.
Bonjour, Oncle Ron. Ça va?
Ça va bien.
Merci. We're both on noisy chairs today.
Yeah, there's many things running around. They range from destructive to quite gentle.
Yes, we've got Agony Dad's dog, Toby. We've got Child of the Podcast, and we've got the Gentle Boy.
The Gentle Boy is in circulation.
The Gentle Boy is currently distracting both of the destructive things, though, so pretty cool. Yeah. We did our live show yesterday, so we're both quite giddy.
Giddy. Yes, we were on the road all day.
Oh my God, yesterday was such a long day.
But it was worth it. We loved it.
It went well, didn't it?
Yes.
We were there going like, look, it's only an hour, let's just do it. And then the performance was 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And we had a lovely time. And
we got to half an hour in and we were on slide 2.
Yeah. Ron made a slideshow and everybody came dressed as rats and lab technicians and the sun.
Yeah, and there was a lock technician there.
Yeah. Hi, Gareth.
We love you, man.
Yeah. And there were people there that had never heard the podcast before who had been dragged by their friends and listeners. George, it was George's birthday.
Happy birthday again, George. Thank you for coming. We've been told you enjoyed it.
Yes. So thank you for making it such a lovely day. We were both really nervous because I know I perform a lot, but I know what I'm doing in those performances. Like a new format terrifies the pants off me. And this was your first live comedy performance.
Yes, I wasn't nervous though. I was drunk.
You were drunk, but it worked. And we do have another live show in November, but that one is sold out.
Sold out, dickheads.
So sorry if you don't have a ticket to that, you can't come. But we are looking into being at the Leicester Festival next February. So hopefully some people can come to that one if you want to. And if you are now sitting there thinking, oh, actually that sounded quite fun, I wish I could hear that, we will be putting out the recording of the live show on our Patreon feed, so for £3 you can watch it. Not watch it, sorry, I think just listen to it. I think they only sent me an audio recording, but you can listen to it. So join the Patreon and listen to all the extra content we've done, plus that recording.
There was definitely a man filming for large swathes of it, so we might get some content out of that. Yeah. Maybe not the whole thing.
Yeah. Anyway, that's done now. It's in the bin. It's gone. It's in the past. It was yesterday. Oh my God, we drove for so long yesterday.
Yeah.
My tummy is very sad about my burger.
Yeah, Laura got a sneakeroo with a meaty burger.
Yeah, I had a dilemma yesterday because I'm a vegetarian, but I've only been a vegetarian for 2 years and the rest of my life I've eaten meat. And I'm a vegetarian for environmental reasons and because I hate the idea of something dying for me. Don't want to eat meat anymore. Fine. Yesterday, ordered a vegan burger at Burger King, and then, we were so late to a gig I was doing in Bournemouth after... I was late. Not Bournemouth, Boscombe. Sorry if anybody's listening from the gig. Man, they got shitty about me calling it Bournemouth. I am a terror. And I got in the car, and my burger wasn't vegan. It was a meat burger.
And not just a meat burger. It was 3 beef patties with bacon and cheese.
And then I didn't know what to do because, to my mind, I might as well just eat it because it's dead now. I didn't pay for it. I didn't support the meat industry. But to waste that food is just stupider than eating it. That's how I feel about it. I know other people's opinions on vegetarianism are different, but that's how I feel. I just think, what's the point of wasting it? So I did eat it. And my tummy is sad. I was really sad. I didn't want to eat meat. There's the child of the podcast. And the dog of the podcast.
And the
gentle boy of the podcast. Yay! What did you think of the live show yesterday?
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
And you've never heard a single episode, have you?
No. I'm a big fan now.
Yeah.
Hello, Toby. Yes, hello.
I've got a small childhood mind.
Thank you, gentle boy.
So that was my dilemma yesterday, and that was on top of what was already a very, very stressful day. Oh, we did so much driving in so many different weathers.
Yeah, well, just the west of the country is raining at the moment.
Yeah. Anyway, happy birthday, a belated birthday to Mike. It was actually your birthday last week, Mike. Somehow you slipped through the podcast spreadsheet of glory, and we didn't say happy birthday on the episode, so I wanted to say it this week. Child of the podcast, are you just taking tissues? I thought, are these your wet wipes that you're just throwing in the bin? Why are you doing that? Where is the wet wipe packet?
Anyway, happy birthday, Mike. Thank you for being a constant supporter and listener. It's really...
I assumed that the first one she threw in the bin was a used one. I didn't realise she was just transporting out the packet into the bin.
It's wiping her face with her.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Your constant support.
Oh, God.
Big member of the Discord, big member of the Patreon. A trumpet teacher, I believe.
And also a big happy birthday for this week to Nikki.
For today. I believe it was today.
Happy birthday, Nikki.
Happy birthday, Nikki.
Your partner got in touch to tell us how much you love the podcast, and we love you, and we hope you have a smashing birthday full of cake and biscuits or broccoli or sunshine or rain or ducks or marigolds.
A nice activity or two, maybe.
Or no activities.
Or no activity, but that would be an activity that you want. Yeah.
Whatever you want, Nikki. It's on you, babes.
Yeah. Go to Yo Sushi. If you like that.
If you like that.
If not, other sushi restaurants are available.
Yeah. Have no sushi if you don't want Yo Sushi. We're not affiliated with sushi. Right, we should do an episode now. Oh, also, I asked husband of the podcast about breathing. As per last week's episode, your ridiculous claims, and he agrees with me.
I love the man. He's a brother to me. Mm-hmm. Not going to really take his advice on exercise.
No, that's fair.
Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about ficus.
Don't talk about it.
I want to talk about it. I want to talk about everything.
Are we recording?
Yep. I think the fighting would be the second least thing I hated about being in a fight club. The not talking about it would be much worse.
Oh, right. And you hate Ed Norton.
Do I? I don't think I do. I don't know him.
Oh.
No, I think he's all right, isn't he, Ed Norton? I do hate that bit in American History X where he does curb stomping.
I must be thinking of someone else.
Edward Scissorhands?
Yeah, maybe.
Norton Fitzwarren?
Edward Norton Fitzwarren.
He was the slayer of the meat dragon.
Go listen to Lawmen.
Not Lawn Men, though. That is a podcast about flat Scottish sausage.
Wow.
Yeah, you thought I was going to go grass, didn't you? But I didn't.
I was about to actually... I was going to yes and that by talking about someone I know called Lorne.
Lorne Michaels?
No, but then I remembered that this guy that I know called Lorne is just a client that I work with. So
you shouldn't talk about him.
No.
GDPR.
Good guy, though. Scary over email, but you get him on the phone and he's actually quite nice.
What does he do over email? Just send you knives?
No, just very blunt, to the point that you're like, whoa, have I really fucked up? And then you get him on the phone and he's really nice, but he's just no nonsense on emails.
I think I'm a bit like that on emails because I get so worried about answering people's questions that I just answer them all. And then if I forget to go back and put in nice things, I just reply quite brutally.
I'm like that in emails, but that because I'm a bit of a keyboard warrior, so I am actually quite brutal with people in emails, and then you get me on the phone and I'm quite nice.
So you and Lorne are probably like reflections of one another.
It's probably why we get on so well, just best buds.
Yeah. It's probably why you're going to go to the movies together and sit on a blanket on the bonnet of your car.
He lives in New York, I'm afraid.
That's the perfect place to go to a drive-in.
No, it's not.
Why?
Because it's big city.
Big city. Hot down somewhere in the city. Back of my neck getting dirty, pretty.
You know,
cool down,
it's not the classic view of New York City, you know.
Rooftop cinema. A rooftop cinema.
2000, just like fucking when Harry Met Sally is getting projected at the side of the Chrysler building.
I've watched a lot of Real Housewives of New York City, 11 series to be precise, and New York does not look that appealing. It's very much like down at heel London.
Down at heel?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like a bit shabby.
Down at heel?
What are you just rubbing your desk, you creep?
Yeah.
Stop it. Just rubbing it like a bare back. It's horrible.
Why are you rubbing bare backs?
You know, like when someone's bent over and you just rub their bare back.
Jesus, I didn't want to hear this.
Well, that's why I was asking you to stop doing it.
Yeah, everyone does it, but we don't talk about it, not with siblings.
Well, stop doing it in front of me then. Ugh. This is one of the weird starts even for us.
You know when you're just fucking someone from behind and you rub their back?
Well,
Weird.
I've never fucked anyone from behind.
Oh, you should. It's excellent.
I don't have the equipment. They'd have to have a real long hose.
Buy the equipment.
I don't think Tom wants me to. He's never indicated that he would like to be back. I'll ask him.
The worst thing about you and Tom is you'd have to stand on a stool. Which,
I've got one in the kitchen, my little pink one.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's talking about a stool there, nothing else.
I'll ask Tom, but I don't think he's going to want it to have come from a suggestion live on the podcast with you.
No. Don't peg Tom.
Okay. All right, then. I hope he's in the room when I'm editing this one.
Okay, let's do some science, me. Right, so we're actually moving on.
Did
so
I
we've
say hello? We don't have to in this bit, do we?
No.
No. Right.
So we're moving on. So we did equilibrium last time in chemistry.
Equilibrium.
We're moving on to a whole new section. Are we excited? Let's hear a cheer for a new section.
A whole new section with no formulas or maths at all.
There's no formulas or numbers at all.
Yes!
We're just learning about carbon.
Carbon full as equilibrium balls.
So we're
Buckminster fullerenes.
We're on to
They're made of carbon. Carbon fibre. Carbohydrates.
Fucking hell. We're on to 5.7 organic chemistry.
Just 5.7, that's a short one.
Yeah, because the next bit is 5.7.1.
The thing about organic chemistry is it costs a little bit more than normal chemistry, but is essentially the same stuff.
It's homegrown and beautiful, I've got in my notes.
With a dark green label.
Do you know what organic chemistry is?
Do you know what? I think it's the chemistry of organisms.
It is, but why is it that? I've already said it. Why is it the
Carbon.
chemistry of organisms? Yes, it's the chemistry of carbon.
I've written down
Have you ever
carbon.
heard the phrase carbon-based life forms?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, everything that we know of that is alive is a carbon-based life form because all of the molecules that make it up, at least in the majority of them, the vast majority are based off carbon. So organic chemistry is verging on molecular biology, biochemistry. This is what I studied at university. It's
you love this stuff.
It's the study of life, basically.
Study of life.
What properties does carbon have that make it good for this, Laura?
A villa in Spain, a 3-bedroom apartment in Newcastle, a little cottage in the Welsh Valleys. Ron, at least smile. I was so quick there.
Yep.
Giggle, giggle, giggle. What was the question? What properties does carbon have?
Yeah.
Four
This
connections.
is a different kind of no nonsense because I actually like this type of
Oh, cool.
science.
As long as I know why it's not fun, it's all right.
Well, you're always like, Ron, you've got to teach me science. You can't be despondent and out of it all the time. Someone's got to drive the content forwards.
Yeah, these are reasonable assertions.
And here I am. Let's go.
4 connections.
Very good, Laura. Why can carbon form 4 connections?
It's got 4 holes in it.
No. / elaborate.
4 arms.
What makes up those arms?
Polymers.
Don't just say things. When you
Monomers.
say 4 arms, don't just say things. When you say 4
Proteins.
arms, don't just fucking say things, because you're coming off as a dumbins again.
Ew.
When you're saying arms there, coming off the carbon 4, what is it forming? What are those 4 things?
Bonds.
Yep, what type of bond?
Oh, which ones is it? Sad boys. Sad boys?
Sad boys are electrons, that's not a type of bond.
Oh.
It involves sad boys, but then doesn't everything.
Protons?
Again, a particle.
Bonds? I thought
They
it was
are
electrons.
bonds. Yes,
Electrons.
dumbins.
Electrons.
Electrons are part of it, yes, dumbins,
Yeah.
but what type of bond is it? What are the different types of bond? Name one of them. Make my day.
Type of bonds?
Yeah. Make my day. Please just name one of them. Like a weird, dirty Harry. Make my day. Name a bond.
Types of bonds?
Types of bond, yeah.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Like, all the different types of bond that we've talked about fucking incessantly. What if I told you that metallic bond was one of them?
Oh, yeah! Covalent.
Covalent bonds, yes. Carbon forms
Covalent
4
bonds.
covalent bonds. Now, I am setting myself up for a
forgot that they
fall
were
here.
bonds.
Setting myself up for a fall here when I ask you, Laura, what is a covalent bond? How does a covalent bond work?
They both...
What do you mean by they? Let's not start off vague, because it will only get vaguer.
Both elements in the bond use the same electron off each of them.
Just one.
No, one of each of them joined together, and then they both use both of them.
Yeah, they share a pair of
Co-parenting.
electrons.
Step
Yeah.
parents.
They share a pair of electrons. So this
Share
is
a pair, share a pair, share pairs, share a lot, share pair. That is the theme tune to Covalent Bonds. Share
so
pairs, share a lot.
what?
Did you ever watch Care Bears?
So what?
Professor Freezeheart.
What property of carbon allows it to make those 4 covalent bonds?
It's got 4 electrons in its outer shell.
In its outer ring. Yes. Great job, Laura. You're doing really well this week.
Thank you, Ronnikins. Thank you, Ronnikins.
Ronnikins and Dumbins. Ronnikins and Dumbins.
Oops, I got my pen. That's not very anti-Dumbins.
No, that's quite Dumbins of you.
Oh, and it was a nice shiny purple one.
Can you name any organic molecules, Laura?
Nope.
Yes, you can.
Glucose.
That's an organic molecule.
There we go.
Name some more.
Starch.
That's made of glucose.
Still
Cheap,
one though,
but
isn't it?
Correct, yes.
Amino acid.
Yep. Keep going.
Why? I've done some now. Is there a specific one you want me to get?
No, I'm making a point.
Diamonds.
Yep, organic molecule. Keep going.
Sausages?
Are made up of lots of organic molecules, but they are not a molecule in of themselves. Name another one.
Is it raining where you are? Is it a rain episode?
First Bristol Rain episode.
Ron! Ron. It's been so long since I heard the pitter-patter of rain on your window. Ron.
Everyone, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Rain. The grass really needed that.
It's rained loads here lately.
It's rained loads here too. The grass didn't need that, but that's just what people say, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice weather for ducks.
Yeah, name another organic molecule.
I don't know anymore.
What do you put in your car?
The dog? Air freshener? Shopping? What?
Dumb bins, come on, what do you put in your car? What makes it go?
Oh!
Fucking hell.
I was picturing the main bit of the car. Diesel.
Yeah, that's an organic molecule. Sorry, your husband's messaging me. I'm just going to text him back really
What's
quickly.
he saying? Does he not want to get pegged?
Hang on, it went super good. Sorry, recording a podcast with your wife. She has a question to ask you later.
Oh, that's cute that he was asking after you.
Yeah, me and Tom are just good mates. You always sound surprised.
I just like that you are. If only we could be as good friends, Ron.
One day. Anyway, yes, so these are all organic molecules, and the point that I was kind of just trying to get at there is that so much of what is around us is organic chemistry. Organic chemistry, yes, does kind of pertain to all of the molecules that make up living things, basically, but it also other things that are in our lives, such as things like diesel, hydrocarbons, and then therefore plastics, which are often polymers, are also organic molecules because they are made out of carbon. So as you said there, yes, carbon can form 4 bonds. So that means that it can form very intricate structures, okay?
Yes.
And you can connect other things to it. So in the example that you gave of amino acids are called as such because they have an amino group. An amino group
got a little tail.
It's a little nitrogen on the end. Nitrogen can only form 3 bonds. So you wouldn't probably ever get nitrogen-based life forms because as soon as you just decrease it down to 3 bonds, the sort of limits of what you can create with those molecules is vastly reduced. Do you know what type of organism the alien from Alien is?
Hydroelectric.
What does that mean? You mean it gets its energy from a dam?
Yeah.
Do you still think that? Now that I've explained what you said to you?
Yeah. I've lost the end of one of my gel pens.
Wait, why is Robin messing?
Robin Hatcher from The Noise Next Door?
Yeah, your husband's talking to him.
What's he saying?
He sent
I
me a
don't
voice
like that
message.
I'm not in the conversation.
You're just not one of the lads.
What's everyone saying?
You're just not one of the lads. You can't know. Just me, Tom and Robin are all just good mates.
Well, it's not fair, is it?
No, nobody wants to hang out with Laura. When we were talking with the fucking Pappy's boys, they loved a slice of Ron. They did not care for Laura. Laura? Laura?
Yeah.
Do you know what type of
No,
organism?
Ron, I don't know.
Why are you grumpy now?
Because you just sat there slagging me off for 5 minutes. And then you expect me to just be peppy afterwards. Like, oh, no one likes you. Hey, can you be nicer about the fact you're thick, please? Wah, wah. I don't know about the fucking alien and I don't care. It's fiction.
So in Alien, it's a silicon-based life form. Do you know why that could happen?
Too many tits in the water supply.
Laura, you have to stop getting upset about jokes.
You have to stop making jokes that upset me.
Deal, but can you pep up? And I'll stop doing that?
I'm super peppy, but can you stop asking me questions like, obviously, I'm not going to know the answer to?
Yeah, but when I ask a question you don't know the answer to, I'm probably going to, lead into something with it.
Well, then just lead in instead of leaving a thick gap for me.
That's the fucking concept of this podcast.
No, talk to me about it. Leave me there. Don't just say, what's silicon making an alien for, and then just stare at me. I didn't invent it. I don't know what silicon is.
Laura, that's the whole podcast. Laura, that's the whole podcast. You have to be thick. That's the whole podcast.
I am thick. I don't need you to leave gaps for it.
I have to leave gaps. That's the whole podcast.
Yeah, but you can't just ask big stuff and then I don't know, Ron.
Yeah, but again, Laura, I'm going to lead into something.
Then just lead away, mate.
Yeah, but you have to let me.
I am.
Have you got
You're asking me questions about...
Have you got your periodic table to hand?
Yes.
Look at it.
You
Find silicon. Here I go, just leading you, not in a fun way. Come on, dumbins, come down the road. Find silicon.
Here I go again, silicone. Oh, I found it.
Where is it?
In group 14.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Third.
not. What would I
Ron. I don't care what you would call it. The periodic table calls it group 14, and it's in the third row down.
Laura.
Ren.
Can you stop ruining quite a nice episode, please?
Can you stop ruining it? It's an other non-metal.
Laura.
Solid.
Laura, do you remember that we've had these conversations before when I call it group 7 and you call it group 17?
Okay, group 14. Group 4.
No, I...
Group
yeah, 4.
4! You maddening fuck!
Are you actually sad? Because Tom Parry said he liked me.
Tom Parry said he liked you. My Tom's texting you. Robin's texting you. I haven't had dinner. I had poo.
Right, there we go. There we go. Fucking Dumbins hasn't had dinner. And this is why this episode is falling apart.
Sorry, some of
go
us...
down, Laura, go down, take out your headphones,
I'm
go
not
downstairs
going
and
all
eat
the
a
way
boost.
downstairs. No,
go downstairs and eat a
there
boost.
aren't any boosts in the house.
Why not? This is the problem.
Yeah, well, Tom didn't buy any. He ate all 4 of the last pack and didn't buy any more. But it's okay, because I'm eating his ice cream.
Go downstairs and eat his ice cream.
No, I just want to get this over and done with so I can have proper dinner.
God.
God.
You're not coming off well.
Neither are you, mate. Group 4, row 3.
Tom Parry likes me.
Oh, shh. Just because you were like, you giddy Trafalgar Square dressed in a bread costume.
Yeah, because I made a funny joke.
Let's be whimsical. I made loads of funny jokes. Fucking misogyny at its best.
Yeah. What element is silicon next to, Laura?
Phosphorus.
What element that's relevant to the conversation that we're having is silicon next to?
Aluminium?
That's relevant to the conversation that we're having.
Why wouldn't those be relevant then?
Have we mentioned either of them once?
You didn't say an element that we have mentioned. Those are the elements
Look again.
next to silicon.
Look again.
Those are the elements to...
Look again.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Why don't you just tell me which element you want?
Because there's 4 options, because they're squares. So you look again.
You said next to.
Yes.
That is aluminium and phosphorus.
And...
What, how can more of them be next to?
Because it's a square, it's got 4 sides.
What, do you mean above or below?
Next to, yes.
Oh, but that's not next to. That's above and below.
It's still next to.
That's not next to.
It's still next
Someone
to.
sat on your head. They're not next to you. They're sitting on your head. Right, carbon. There you go. There's carbon above it.
Yeah, that fucking element that we've been talking about for ages.
It's above it then. Don't say next to. Duck, duck, goose. It's aluminium and phosphorus, isn't it? Next to implies next to, not above.
So carbon and silicon are next to each other.
Well,
they're in the same group. So what can we work out about? Well, what can we work out about silicon by the fact that they're in the same group? They're both in group 4.
It is. They both have. They both have 4 in their outer ring.
Yes! God, this was such a long tangent for just a short aside, because this isn't really relevant. But yeah, the alien in Alien is supposedly a silicon-based life form, because silicon does also form 4 bonds. So it's the only thing that you could also probably have organic chemistry based off of.
Why couldn't you have geranium and tin and lead?
What are geranium, tin, and lead in terms of like their category of element?
Poor metals.
What type of bonds do metals form?
Metallic bonds, not covalent.
Yeah. So they wouldn't form molecules with anything. So yeah, you can have those.
Got ya.
Yeah. So, are you understanding the gravity of organic chemistry, Laura? And are you excited to learn some more about it, how it works, and all of the different places and spaces that it's used?
Yes, Ron.
Hooray! Then we move on to 5.7.1.
Whoa, your room just went all dark.
It's been getting steadily darker, but you've been raging, not looking. 5.7.1. Sorry, let me back up. 5.7.1, carbon compounds as fuels and feedstock. Now let me continue. 5.7.1.
You look like you're telling a ghost story.
5.7.1.1, crude oil, hydrocarbons, and alkanes. Crude oil, Laura, what can you tell me about it?
It's unrefined oil.
Yep, absolutely. Where does it come from? What's it made of?
The ground, dinosaurs.
Not dinosaurs, actually. That's a common misconception / unfunny internet meme that it's like exploding dinosaurs. It's not animal mass.
Was it necessary to say unfunny?
I wasn't referencing you. I was referencing memes. You're really funny. You're paid to be funny.
Thank you. Tell Tom
Parry doesn't think you're funny. Ben Clark thinks you're funny, though.
Yeah,